Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how do you install and configure MicroSIP and register it to the call manager. So basically, just to let you know, like MicroSIP is a third-party or third-party SIP device which you can which is similar to any kind of your X-Lite or any third-party soft phone which you can register to the call manager. So the best part with MicroSIP is it's very lightweighted and you can register to the call manager instantly without doing much configuration. So let's see how do you get it configured and how do you install it and how do you register it. So I'll go to Google and download MicroSIP. I come here in MicroSIP downloads and then I'm going to click on the first link. So it looks like this is the latest and the greatest. So let's use the latest one, or else you can choose any of the old files if you wish to choose, but I'll choose the latest and the greatest one. I'll click on this. So it takes just a few seconds to download depending on your internet. I'll click on this and press English, select English as a language, click on next, accept, read the terms, next. I'll keep it in the default location, install. So this has been installed. Now let's run the MicroSIP. So I'll close this window, and this is right now MicroSIP which is running at this moment. As you see right now it is coming with a configuration. So this might be the configuration which I did use as part of my previous labs. So I'm going to not use this configuration. I'm going to use a fresh configuration. So I'll show you how do you register MicroSIP. So let's first come to the call manager and create a end user first. Go to the end user. So let's create a end user as, let's say, 10,008. And what you have to do is you have to basically create the end user as you do in generally for any end user or for any Jabber or CIPC. You have to follow the same steps. How do you register for the Cisco IP phones or any Jabber, right? You have to follow the same step, put all the information what you need here. But the important part of what I'm going to show you is for registering a third-party SIP phone is the digest credentials over here. So enter the digest credentials password. So I'm going to keep the same password 10,008 as the password in digest credentials here, and yeah, that's it. I'm going to save the configuration, and after you save the configuration, so just to reiterate, 10,008 user ID I added, last name and digest credential is something I added. Apart from this, whatever you feel like adding it, please feel free to edit. But since this is a part of lab and I don't want it to take much time in putting up this configuration, so I'll skip this configuration. Now I go to the device here, phone. Now here what you need to do is you need to add a third-party SIP phone. Okay, so if you see here right now, here I have added it as a third-party SIP advanced device, but let's add a new one. Click on add new. From the drop down, select third party advanced. So you get many options here. Third party as SIP point, advanced, basic. Let's choose the advanced one. Click on next. And here you need to enter the MAC address. So I'll put the MAC address something like this, 00000 10,008. So it has to be 12 alphanumeric characters. So I'm going to put the same extension as a MAC address, putting all the zeros in the front. Put a description, device pool, whatever you want to put, phone button template, third party SIP phone. So I'm just going to provide the basic configuration. You can feel free to choose whatever MRGL CSS you want to choose, but at this moment my intention is just to show you how do you register a third party endpoint, right? If you want to choose a owner user ID, go ahead and choose that. And then the important configuration what you need to do is you need to basically configure this digest user. So digest user has to be added. If you don't add the digest user, your phone will not get registered. SIP profile, edit, which is mandatory, and then device security profile, which is mandatory, you have to edit. and digest credential is something you have to add it in order to make the SIP phone work. I'll click on save. Now add a line. I'll add the same line, put it in internal partition, okay, and save it. Now what I do is I go to this phone and add an account. So in the account name, I'll give the account name as 10008 maybe, and the SIP server, this is going to be my SIP server, and then username, and in domain you have to put the same domain as the IP address of your call manager, login username and login password. That's it. I'm going to save now. So if you see, 10008 is now registered. Let's verify that. So if you see here, my SIP endpoint, which is 10008, is now registered. So basically what important fields that you have to choose in order to make the phone register is, whatever you keep it here, you have to select whatever is required for the configuration to work. So in my case, I have added the MAC address, description, device pool, phone template, and then if you want to put location, then owner user ID, if you want to associate, go ahead and do that. Then this is something mandatory that you have to associate, like I've used the third-party SIP advanced device and then SIP standard SIP profile. Now in digest credential, I added the right user account which is associated for this phone, 10008. And this 10008, what I did was, on this 10008 I add the user ID, last name, and importantly the digest credential. So this is the credential which you have to key in on the phone, right? I hope you like this video, and I hope this is informative for you. Thank you for watching.